My beloved child, listen closely. Do not scroll away, for this is the word you have been waiting for. I am about to uncover the very thing that has held you back, yet I will not only reveal it, I will show you how to break free. Every second of this message carries a piece of your breakthrough. Miss even one moment, and you may miss the key I placed here for you. But if you stay until the end, you will walk away lighter, stronger, and ready for the life I have prepared for you. Stay. Do not miss this. Today, beloved, that treasury is opened. The sign you pleaded for, the one you said would anchor your belief beyond every shadow, has arrived. It does not come in scattered hints or faint suggestions, but in full clarity, wrapped in my undeniable presence, so you cannot question its source. You asked me to make it unmistakable, and I am making it so clear that even the most doubtful corner of your mind will have nowhere to stand. You will see and know your Lord has heard you. Guard your focus. Do not dismiss this as chance. I have been weaving this hour into your story long before your lips formed the request. When you thought the answer delayed, I was aligning every detail so the sign would arrive precisely on time. Not a breath too soon, not a heartbeat too late. Had it come earlier, you might have missed its weight or doubted its truth. Now your spirit, trained through waiting, is ready. Your eyes are sharpened to recognize me. Your ears tuned to catch even the faintest echo of my voice. With heaven's full attention, I am setting this sign before you, neither hidden nor wrapped in riddles, but open and plain. I will make it stand out so boldly that amid all the surrounding noise, you will know it is mine. Understand this. I have not only prepared the sign, I have prepared you. When you see it, do not simply rejoice, respond. This is not just proof of my nearness. It is a call into the next step of your assignment. The adversary will try to distract you, to persuade you this moment is small or merely luck. Reject that lie. My hand has led you here, step by step, through storms and delays. I have brought you to the threshold of a holy unveiling, and this sign is the first light of a dawn that will alter your journey's course. Do not shrink back now. I am with you in the fullness of my power. Hear me plainly. This is not the end of waiting, but the beginning of walking. The sign stands here because it is time to move. The time to act is now. Trust beyond sight. Open your eyes wide, beloved, and your spirit wider still, for you are about to witness answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. The fulfillment of promises I whispered at the start of your walk with me. I have not forgotten. I have not delayed without purpose. I have not been idle. All has led to this. Now that your sign has come, you will not return to the old uncertainty. This is the hour of clarity. Receive it without hesitation. The very fact that you hear these words is proof you stand where I designed you to finally see. Know this, child. What is unfolding was not a sudden decision or afterthought. This moment has been woven into my design since before your first breath. The sequence you are entering was crafted with a precision no human could orchestrate. Every turn, pause, and change in the path has been part of a divine arrangement. I tell you this so you will know the unveiling before you is not random. It fulfills a timeline I have guarded for you. When you wondered why nothing moved, when you questioned the length of silent seasons, I was keeping you from doors not yet ready to hold the weight of my promise. I saw traps ahead and rerouted you. What looked like stillness was my refusal to let you settle for less while the fullness was being prepared. This is not merely the arrival of an answer. It is the exact alignment of time, place, and condition, so that when you step forward, you meet strength, not fragility. The vision I planted in you required certain people to be positioned, resources readied, barriers removed. Each piece needed to lock into place before I could unveil this sign. Had it come earlier, the foundation would have been too thin to carry the blessing I now release. I waited for the right moment so you could dwell in this stage, not merely visit it. What takes root now is meant to endure, to flourish, to expand, bearing fruit in every direction. Nothing about this is accidental, and no force on earth or in the spirit realm has derailed it. Every attempt to disrupt and overturn by my authority, every scheme to block it has only clarified that I am the one bringing it to pass. You will see why the waiting was necessary, why delays were not denials, why quiet was not abandonment. All was preparation for this very day. I measured the days, appointed the hour, and now it has come. Do not approach this casually. Treat it with reverence. You stand at the threshold of a shift that will ripple far beyond this single sign, touching relationships, assignments, territories, even generations after you. The signal I set before you is the opening note of a new chapter, and once it begins, it will not be stopped. Step with courage. Step with focus. Step with the confidence of one who knows the one leading them has never failed. You do not step into uncertainty, but into the manifestation of a plan settled in heaven long before you called upon it. Even now I watch to see your heart remain open and your faith anchored, because this season will unfold with a pace that demands you hold fast to me. I am not inviting you to observe from a distance, but to walk into the center of what I have arranged. The path ahead will carry the fragrance of fulfillment and the light of my glory. Those who witness it will know you did not arrive by human means. This is the beauty of my timing. When it comes with peace, certainty, strength, and an unshakable assurance that it could only have been me. Now, as you take in this unveiling, understand something deeper. I am not merely easing your heart. I am demonstrating beyond question that my hand has been firmly upon your life in unseen ways. You wondered if I overlooked you, if your petitions were lost, if my attention turned elsewhere. Hear me. Not a single cry escaped my notice. I have been moving beyond your line of sight, setting events into motion so they would converge in this very moment, proving I have been with you all along. I allowed circumstances to appear still because I was laying a foundation so deep that no storm could dislodge it once the answer surfaced. You will see that while you waited, I built something far greater than you expected it. The sign, now rising, carries a fullness beyond your imagination, layered with meaning, laced with provision, loaded with direction, and infused with strength to carry you forward. It bears the unmistakable mark of my personal involvement. Threads you thought loose, forgotten, or irrelevant are woven into the fabric of this moment. In the coming days, you will recognize how words I spoke in past seasons pointed to now. This is not an isolated event, but a doorway into a sequence of fulfillment that will continue to unfold. I have not been silent. I have been strategic. I have not been absent. I have been present in ways your natural mind could not measure. You mistook quiet for distance, but I was closer than your breath, guiding each step so that when the sign appeared, you would be ready for what it requires. This sign is comfort, yes, but also instruction, summons, and turning point. Grace will rest upon you to move, to act, to speak when prompted, and to stand firm when resistance arises. The assurance born of this moment will reduce former doubts to fading shadows in the morning light. I am doing this to remind you that I am not bound by time's limits or human obstacles. I bend circumstances to serve my purpose. I make a way where none exists. I turn impossibilities into testimonies. This sign begins a testimony that will not only mark you, but awaken faith in those who hear it. Some who dismissed your trust in me will be unable to explain away what they witnessed. They will have to acknowledge my hand at work. Therefore, do not treat this as small. You are stepping into a divine demonstration meant to glorify my name through your story. I am entrusting you with something that will speak louder than any words you could craft. Carry it with humility and courage, knowing what I give you now is a beacon for others still waiting. Every tear you shed in hidden nights has been precious to me. Not one was wasted. Each has been gathered and poured into the soil of the moment you now enter. When you wondered if your pain served any purpose, I allowed those tears to water seeds planted in seasons you barely remember. Though the weight felt relentless, it nurtured something extraordinary. In my kingdom, nothing surrendered in faith disappears. Everything sown in trust returns multiplied. I tended the hidden growth while you saw barrenness. Now the roots, mature beneath the surface, can no longer be contained. The sign emerging is the first bloom of an unseen harvest, unlike anything you could have arranged. I guarded you in ways you did not understand. I blocked certain connections, opportunities, and doors they would have disrupted the delicate work I was forming. The tears you cried in loss were not defeat, they were planting. Now the fruit breaks through with undeniable beauty, carrying a fragrance that testifies of my goodness to all who draw near. See clearly, the outcome you are about to hold did not come by striving, but by faithfulness when results were hidden. In the unseen, angels guarded what was growing, shielding it from attacks meant to crush it before maturity. That is why some battles intensified. The enemy tried to destroy the promise before it surfaced, but I would not permit it. I kept the work concealed until it could bear the weight of exposure. What emerges now will meet your needs and bless others in ways you did not foresee. People will be drawn to the testimony of what I have done. Chains in their lives will break. This is how I weaponize past pain against darkness. The very place you felt weakest becomes the place my power shines brightest. The release you enter will remind you of nights that felt endless, and you will see they were not wasted hours but the midnight before a sunrise destined to alter everything. Prepare to view the fulfillment not merely as an answer, but as proof. I have been shaping your character, heart, and faith for more than relief. I have been equipping you to carry this blessing without being crushed by it. You will see how perfectly the timing has been, how each delay deepened roots, how each no shielded you from collapse, and how every longing shaped your readiness. This sign is more than confirmation. It is my personal declaration that I waste nothing and every tear counts. You will walk into this season knowing you have been carried, and the ground that once felt like burial soil will become the soil of breakthrough. Now, beloved, as this hour unfolds, I remove the last barrier between you and the clarity you have longed for. Layers of distraction, false voices, and shadows from the past have tried to distort what I am doing. I will no longer allow your vision to blur. I part the mist so you can see plainly the direction I am pointing. You will not strain to discern if this is me. My peace will rest on it so completely that even amid noise your spirit will know instantly. I reveal with purpose. Every unveiling demands movement. I will open your understanding, make the contrast stark between what is of me and what is not, and protect you from stepping where you do not belong. For too long, the enemy has dangled opportunities that looked good but hid traps. I let illusions fall so you would learn the difference between my voice and every other. As I lift the final veil, truth will sharpen like a blade. My plans will become unmistakable. The path will be lit so you can walk without stumbling. I remove the weight of past failures that made you hesitate when I said go. Those memories no longer define you. I clothe you with confidence, not your own, but mine. This clarity will slice through lies, the ones that said you could not make it, the fear that said you would be left behind. Choices that once overwhelmed you will come with ease because your spirit is anchored in certainty. As this takes hold, you will move boldly and lead others into their own clarity. They will see the transformation and seek the same peace. I do this because the days ahead require my people to move without paralysis. There is no room for wavering when assignments arrive. So I break the haze, shatter illusions, and give you focus that keeps your eyes locked on what I reveal. You do not need to manufacture this. I impart it now. Even as you hear these words, I give you the ability to recognize my presence in unfolding events quickly. So quickly you will act before doubt can take root. In this clarity, you will feel lighter and move in a flow where my provision meets you at each step. What is forming has been arranged with such precision that even the smallest detail carries intent. As the pieces join, you will realize none of it is coincidence. There is a deliberate rhythm guiding connections, conversations, and opportunities to a point of convergence. The alignment will be so exact, you will know it is not human planning. It bears the signature of something far greater, crafted beyond ordinary cause and effect. Expect each interaction to carry significance, even simple ones. A line overheard, a meeting that seems accidental, a door that swings open without effort. All of it is part of a larger design set in motion long ago. The more you attend, the more you will recognize the pattern. This is how the unseen becomes visible, not only through grand displays, but through repeated, purposeful moments that lead you precisely where you must go. It will feel as though circumstances themselves have leaned forward in anticipation, waiting to release what they have held. The connections forming in this space are not temporary. They are set to carry weight into your future, shaping steps long after this sign settles into reality. These alignments are being positioned so that when you advance, you do so supported by provision and partnership, designed to sustain the next stages. Fragments that once felt unrelated will fit together, and you will see how years-old events were never wasted, only waiting for this precise alignment. Even missteps you thought disqualified you will reveal themselves as routes that brought you into contact with the people and places needed for what comes next. Nothing is accidental. Even inconveniences will find their place in the order of this design. The orchestration extends beyond your sight. People you have not yet met are being prepared to meet you at the right moment, carrying answers you did not know to ask for. When the final pieces click into position, movement will accelerate. What has felt slow will begin to advance with a pace that astonishes you, not to hurry you, but to carry you. This acceleration is intentional. It keeps you from lingering in hesitation and draws you forward on the momentum of convergence. Stay attentive, for opportunities will appear briefly and will require a ready heart. The alignment is not merely about opening a door. It is about sustaining the journey beyond it, surrounding you with everything necessary to protect and nurture what is entrusted to you. The deeper you step into this arrangement, the more of its beauty you will see. And with that recognition will come fresh strength. You will realize you are not navigating alone, but moving in step with a plan unfolding from the beginning. Every element around you is being set with a precision that leaves no room for error. As movement unfolds, a harmony will emerge between events that once seemed unrelated. Circumstances will echo one another, each confirming the other's place in the whole. Patterns will arise in timing, in the arrival of key people, and in opportunities that appear exactly when useful. This is not an accidental rhythm. It is the deliberate shaping of an environment that supports your next step. It will feel as though invisible hands prepared the scene while you were occupied elsewhere. then turned you toward it at the exact moment it was ready. Connections formed now will reveal a depth of purpose that becomes clearer as you move. Each will bear a quiet sense of inevitability, as though it was always meant to be. You will notice that nothing stands alone. Every occurrence links to another, forming a chain leading directly toward fulfillment. People will bring aid and, without realizing it, insight for your next decision. Conversations will leave impressions that guide choices you were not ready to make before. With each choice, the picture sharpens. You will see that the foundation for this alignment was laid long ago. Relationships from the past, moments that seemed minor, even detours you wished away, will prove essential. You will recognize that the unseen structure beneath your journey is stronger and more intentional than you imagined, able to carry you through pressures that would break a weaker framework. This realization will birth a confidence not tied to circumstance, but to the knowledge that you have been moving inside a larger plan all along. With that awareness comes readiness. You will act swiftly, step into openings without second guessing, and trust that they are not random but prepared specifically for you. At times, alignment will be so perfect it steals your breath. The timing, the resources, the confirmation arriving together so plainly that doubt has no place. These moments are anchors, fixed reminders that you stand exactly where you are meant to be. As you continue, resistance will lose power. Paths that were blocked will clear without explanation, and where you once had to push hard, doors will open with a touch. This is the effect of walking in step with careful design. Remaining obstacles will only sharpen your focus. They cannot halt you. In time, you will look back and name this the turning point when everything began moving in one direction, toward the fullness of what has long awaited you. Then you will understand why nothing earlier could produce this outcome. Only now are all elements in their rightful place to support what is being released. The unveiling ahead will not pass quietly or hide in subtlety. It will stand in full view, unmissable, carrying a weight that commands attention without your announcement. Circumstances will arrange themselves so this moment is visible not only to you, but also to those around you. The atmosphere will shift. Significance will settle on ordinary spaces. Every part of this sign will carry clarity. Not in fragments, but in completeness, so your heart can take hold without reserve. You will not wonder whether you are seeing what was intended. It will match what I prepared so precisely that recognition will come at once. This clarity is deliberate. What is shown must anchor your confidence for the steps that follow. There will be no need to chase hidden meanings where none exist, because meaning will be woven into the sign itself, so deeply that it cannot be separated out. It will rise above every competing voice and distraction. Its proof is self-contained, producing a conviction that cannot be shaken by doubt or opposition. Others may question it, but within you there will be no uncertainty. Alignment, timing, and impact will make its origin unmistakable. You have been brought to this exact moment so that when it arrives, you carry both the readiness to receive and the stability to walk forward. This is not merely an answer. It is a marker, a hinge in your journey dividing what was from what will be. It will become a reference point in future seasons when confusion tries to return, a fixed memory you can revisit to know what you saw was real and came from the one who has guided you all along. It must be evident because what follows will require this certainty as a shield. It will settle lingering questions and release new capacity for trust, enabling you to step into places that once felt unreachable. Its visibility will serve a purpose beyond you. It will stand as a testimony to watching hearts. Some will ask, in time, how you found such assurance. The answer will be rooted in this hour, how the sign was given, how it settled into your spirit without strain. You will not struggle to keep it. Its reality will remain because it never depended on your effort. It was given in a way that cannot be undone. From here, you will walk with quiet awareness that you have seen the undeniable, and that awareness will shape your response to every challenge. When this unfolds, voices that once dismissed your hope will face the evidence set in motion. Their perspective will not shift through debate, but through what is undeniable before them. The transformation will carry a weight no argument can match. Confident silence will replace former certainty in their doubt. This is not to prove anyone wrong, but to participate in a greater demonstration. What is aligned in the unseen cannot be overturned by opinions that cannot perceive it. The unfolding will show how underestimated seasons, when you were overlooked, led to something far greater than expected. Even those who never intended to support you will become witnesses to the change, and their acknowledgement, spoken or not, will affirm what your heart already knows. The work is mine. The change will not wear the bitterness of retaliation, but the calm strength of standing in a plan that was never in others' control. What they see will speak louder than anything you could explain, and it will remain a reference point long afterward. Those who once turned away will find themselves drawn back, not because you sought their approval, but because what has happened cannot be ignored. The shift will ring with such authenticity that even the resistant will be unable to deny it. Some will watch from a distance, reconsidering the limits they once held. This is how evidence moves. It confirms your alignment and ripples outward, touching lives you may never meet. You will not need to defend, justify, or battle to hold this ground. Truth will stand on its own. The light of what has been done will continue to shine, and those who opposed you will, in time, acknowledge it, whether with words or in silence. This shift answers every doubt spoken over your life, not by arguing, but by surpassing it entirely. As it happens, you will feel no pull to cling to the past or to the memory of doubt. Your attention will turn ahead, to the opened path and the certainty that nothing can remove from your hands what has been placed there. This moment reminds you that no human verdict can override what was destined, and that the one who called you holds the final word. This sign serves a deeper purpose than replying to petitions. It anchors you for what is next. Bold steps will be required, and in those moments the memory of this unveiling will steady your feet. The assurance born here will not fade. It will live within you, a constant reminder that you do not move alone. It will sharpen your resolve. Decisions once delayed by uncertainty will be made with conviction, because you follow a voice proven trustworthy. This unveiling does not end with recognition. It propels you forward. Every challenge afterward will be met by one who has watched the impossible shift into reality. Obstacles will appear as parts of a process already working for you. This perspective keeps you moving when others stop and believing when evidence seems thin. The sign is more than a moment. It is a tool and a well of strength to draw from when the road grows quiet. In slower seasons, when visible change pauses, the memory of this hour will remain like a steady light. It will remind you that unseen movement is often the most powerful, and that absence of proof is not proof of absence. The manner of this sign, its clarity, precision, and exact timing will become a pattern by which you recognize future movements. You will begin to notice my fingerprints in places you once overlooked, training your spirit to discern my rhythm. This sensitivity will guide you and guard you from distractions that might pull you off course. There is momentum tied to this moment, and as you step into it, you will feel it carry you farther than your strength could. The momentum is purposeful. It keeps you from settling for partial fulfillment. You will see that the sign is not the destination, but the doorway to a wider unfolding. This is why your assurance matters. The path ahead will require motion long after the first thrill fades. The memory of this moment will be the quiet force that sustains you, trusting, advancing into all that remains to be revealed. This is not a fleeting comfort, but a durable foundation on which you can build with certainty, knowing the one who gave the sign will bring the promise to completion. Every step until now, even those that felt directionless, has led here, and the stretch before you will feel unlike any you have known. A new steadiness will meet your feet, as though the ground itself has been reinforced to hold you as you move. The uncertainty that once stalled you will loosen its grip, replaced by a quiet boldness that surprises even you. What you are stepping into is tailored for you, not to keep you comfortable, but to ensure you are equipped for its weight. Seasons of patience and lessons that seemed small have converged to ready you for this road. You will find that what once drained you now fuels you. What felt overwhelming now appears manageable. Skills you did not realize you were learning will become essential. This is not a repeat of the old. This is new terrain. The air will feel clearer, the pace intentional, the purpose defined. Each day will carry significance, and even small actions will feed the larger movement. The alignment that brought you here will continue to guide, and it will invite deeper trust. You do not need the full map to take the next step. Along the way, moments may remind you of earlier seasons, but they will not bear the same weight. They will serve as markers of how far you have come. Struggles that once slowed you will lose influence, because you will walk with the settled knowledge that you are exactly where you belong. This confidence will be steady, not loud, unmoved by questioning or challenge. You will enter spaces that once intimidated you, speak with clarity where uncertainty once lived, and choose with calm assurance that your steps align with a greater plan. This steadiness reflects the foundation built within you, a foundation that can carry what is coming without cracking. Others will notice the change, your posture, your resolve, your focus. Some will be drawn by it, others may be unsettled. Either way, the steadiness remains, rooted deeper than opinion. It rests on the assurance that you are moving in alignment with what has been set before you. This part of the journey is not a race to the finish, but a walk of full awareness, receiving the meaning of each moment and recognizing that every step is another piece of the promise unfurling. Shifts around you will not be random turns. They will move with precision, showing how every element falls into place exactly when needed. Fragments once scattered will take their place within a design, so intentional you will wonder how you ever doubted its forming. Each change will connect to the next, not because you forced it, but because it was prepared for this time. You will sense a new flow, a movement that carries you without the constant resistance you once faced. Progress will feel natural, decisions clearer. The alignment will stretch beyond what you see, linking people, circumstances, and opportunities across distances and timelines you did not know were connected. Then you will grasp the scale of what has been unfolding in the unseen. While you tended one area, other pieces were quietly set to meet you at the appointed moment. These pieces may appear suddenly, yet they will bear the maturity of long preparation. You will know it in doors that open without strain, in words that arrive right on time, in a path that clears just enough for your next step. This orchestration will be so consistent that constant confirmation seeking will no longer be necessary. Challenges will still arise, but they will act as markers reminding you that you are moving in concert with something greater than yourself. Even remaining delays will feel purposeful, positioning you more perfectly for what is ahead. Some opportunities had they arrived earlier, would have been too heavy or too premature to sustain. The timing will reveal itself as part of the gift, as critical as the opportunity itself. Your trust will deepen in the path and in your ability to walk it. This trust will release you from rushing toward an imagined finish line and will teach you to embrace the pace of unfolding. The rhythm will be steady, neither hurried nor stalled, moving just as it must for alignment without strain. The more you move in this rhythm, the more natural it becomes, and the less you will compare your journey to another's. You will understand that your path is uniquely shaped. Its turns and rises are not arbitrary, but crafted for the work being done in and through you. You will carry a quiet assurance that each step belongs to something unshakable, a structure built not in haste but with deliberate care. From here, the atmosphere around your life will feel different, as though a threshold has been crossed and the air carries fresh weight. What unfolds next will not mirror past seasons. It will mark a true turning point, a line between what was and what will be. The events beginning now will not merely add to your journey, they will alter its direction in ways that cannot be undone. Clarity will be sharp, making it impossible to mistake this moment for anything ordinary. You will feel both the relief of long-awaited resolution and the stirring that something larger is moving. This awareness will reach deep, changing how you see both your steps and the path as a whole. The horizon will widen, revealing possibilities you once hesitated to imagine. They are not illusions, they are extensions of the plan, prepared to be revealed only when you had the strength to embrace them. Each opportunity will be tied to the momentum of this turning point. How you respond now will shape the course of what follows. The stability built within you will be tested, not to weaken you, but to confirm you can carry the weight of what is entrusted. Your decisions will begin to reach farther, influencing outcomes beyond your immediate circle. This influence is not about status, but the quiet power of alignment. The way one obedient step sets in motion events larger than itself. You will see it in doors opening in unexpected places, in connections forming across distances, and in the expanding reach of your action. The magnitude of this shift will not intimidate you because it did not come by striving. It will feel natural, like entering a space that has been waiting for you, prepared to receive you without resistance. The changes from here will be foundational. They will shape how you build, plan, and define what is possible. This turning point will act as an anchor, even when later seasons slow or grow demanding. You will look back and see this as the hinge on which your story turned toward its intended course. That recognition will strengthen you when the road requires courage. There will be no mistaking that something decisive has occurred, not only because of external shifts, but because of the certainty planted within you. That certainty will not fade. It will become part of who you are, a living reminder that the one who brought you here will keep leading you forward. Carrying this awareness, you will notice the steps ahead still require boldness, yet they will feel lighter because you no longer walk toward the unknown. You walk from a place where promise has begun to take shape. Barriers that once felt immovable will yield, not through force, but as if they had been waiting for the moment to unlock. You will realize those obstacles were never permanent. They held only until timing and readiness aligned. Gates that resisted every effort in the past will open with ease. These openings will not come through manipulation. They will carry the sense of inevitability, meant for you, guarded for the right season. You will know it is not by your strength because the shift will feel almost effortless while carrying deep impact. Opportunities once out of reach will be set within your grasp, and the connections around them will recognize your value without demand for proof. This access is intentional, preserved for this stage, so that when you step through, you do so with maturity, resilience, and clarity forged in waiting. Beyond these gates lies more than you expected: resources, partnerships, and pathways kept hidden until now. Each step into this territory will feel different from past ventures. There will be no anxiety about belonging, because every detail will confirm you are in the place prepared for you. The flow within this space will be steady and sustainable, built on a foundation strong enough to hold its weight. Some doors will be for now, others will store potential for later stages. This will free you from rushing, teaching you a deliberate pace, receiving without trying to exhaust it all at once. Freedom in this access will be paired with responsibility, not a heavy burden, but the awareness that what is entrusted must be guarded, cultivated, and used wisely. In time, you will see that these openings are not only for you. As you move deeper, your presence will create opportunities for others, extending the impact far beyond your reach. This is how the work multiplies, not by gripping what you gain, but by letting it flow outward, creating ripples you may never witness. You will recognize that the timing of these gates was not delay but precise release, bringing you to this moment with everything you need intact. You will understand that what rests in your hands now could not have been sustained in earlier seasons, and that wisdom from waiting will keep it secure. Each threshold crossed will reaffirm that you walk in alignment with a plan larger than your own, and that no delay, opposition, or past failure could lock you out of what has always been set aside for you. The cycle of delay that seemed to hold everything in suspension will end. You will feel the shift both around you and within, a sudden lightness, as though cords have been cut and forward movement no longer strains. Patterns that once repeated and kept progress beyond reach will dissolve in ways that cannot be credited to human effort. Situations that used to stall will move fluidly. The endless pauses that drained your strength will no longer govern the pace. You will notice certain roadblocks simply stop appearing, as if the path has been cleared without your touch. This release is not random. It arrives because the appointed season has come, and no opposing force has authority to extend the weight. You will see that what felt like stagnation was a door held until you were ready to walk through without retreat. The time spent waiting forged a steadiness, ensuring that, once you step in, you will remain without being pushed back. The end of delay will be marked by acceleration, a quickening in events. Developments that once took months will happen within days, even hours. This acceleration will not be chaotic but measured, timed so you move without being overwhelmed. It will feel like a current carrying you forward. Constant effort will no longer be required to maintain progress. The flow itself will sustain your motion. You will encounter opportunities that bypass usual processes, placing you directly in positions others assumed would require much more time. These are not shortcuts of compromise, but direct routes hidden until the right moment. With each advance, you will know the days of waiting for movement have yielded to days of walking in it. Moments of patience will still come, but they will be purposeful pauses, times to gather strength before the next push ahead. Steward what opens with humility and courage. Guard your heart from pride and from fear alike, for both seek to distort what I am doing. Keep your pace with me, neither racing ahead in anxiety nor lagging behind in reluctance. Let gratitude be your language and discernment your companion. Return often to the place of stillness where you can hear my whisper above every other sound. Record what you witness. Mark the alignments, the doors, the words that arrive right on time. These remembrances will steady you in future battles and teach you to recognize my patterns quickly. Test each invitation against my peace. What is mine will carry rest, even when it requires courage. What is not will clamor for attention while starving your spirit. Honor the wisdom of preparation. Continue to grow in the disciplines that deepened your roots: prayer, integrity, generosity, and the quiet obedience that needs no audience. Do not despise small assignments. They are the pathways along which greater trust is carried. Tend your relationships with care, for people are part of the provision I have arranged for you. Release what no longer aligns. Let go of habits, alliances, and expectations that cannot travel with you into this new landscape. You are not dishonoring the past by refusing to be confined by it. Bless the seasons behind you. Glean their lessons and step forward unburdened. I am not asking you to forget. I am inviting you to be free. Keep your gaze single. Many voices will attempt to interpret your path for you, some well-meaning, some not. Listen for the resonance of my spirit. It will sound like clarity, conviction, and quiet strength. When distractions try to fracture your focus, return to the word I have set before you. Let fidelity to what I have spoken outweigh the pressure to please or explain. Walk in clean hands and a courageous heart. Choose honesty when shortcuts seem faster. Choose mercy when offense seeks to root itself. Choose faith when evidence is thin. These choices will protect the environment of your calling, ensuring that what I place in your care is not only received but preserved. Share the light you carry. Your breakthrough is not meant to terminate on you. It is meant to spill over. Lift others as you rise. Open doors when you can. Speak hope into hearts still in long nights of waiting. In doing so, you will discover that generosity multiplies the grace on your own path. Let rest be part of your obedience. Acceleration without anchoring leads to depletion. I lead you beside still waters so that your pace remains sustainable. Make room for silence, for wonder, for joy. The strength you need will come from abiding, not from striving. Expect my faithfulness to precede you. I will go before you to prepare places your feet have not yet touched, and I will stand behind you to guard what has been entrusted. I will be with you in the middle, your steady companion in the mundane as well as the miraculous. Do not measure my presence by spectacle alone. Measure it by the peace that does not leave you. When new challenges arise, and they will, remember what you have seen. Recall the convergence, the peace, the unmistakable timing. Let those memories speak louder than fresh intimidation. Speak to the mountain with the authority of one who knows they are not climbing alone. Choose joy as your posture and excellence as your offering. Work as one who understands that your everyday faithfulness participates in a story larger than you can see. Celebrate small beginnings and honor hidden progress. The harvest that follows will be steady because the roots are deep. And when you find yourself at another threshold, do not fear the unknown. Lift your eyes, receive the next instruction, and step. My guidance has not changed. My hand has not weakened. My heart toward you has not wavered. What I start, I finish. What I promise, I perform. So take this sign, this clarity, this peace, and hold it as an anchor and a compass. Let it steady your soul and aim your steps. Move forward with the quiet confidence of one who is both seen and sent. For you are not merely entering a new season. You are becoming the person this season requires. And I, who called you, will walk each mile beside you until the promise stands in full bloom. The lift of that former burden will reshape your thinking. You'll map plans differently, decide with cleaner edges, and speak with a steadiness born from knowing you're no longer tracing the same tired circle. Some around you won't grasp how quickly things are turning, and a few will wonder if the pace is reckless. Yet you'll recognize it as the natural speed of a plan no longer confined. Inside, you'll sense a deep alignment with the forward pull. as if heart, mind, and spirit have been tuned to one steady tempo, making it simpler to see what belongs in this stretch and what does not. Your outlook will widen, your instincts will sharpen, and your words will carry a settled conviction that signals you've stepped beyond the loop that once held you in place. Removing delay is more than motion. It is the mending of timing, the cadence of your steps syncing with a story that has been unfolding all along. That is why the change will feel both new and known. New because you've never moved with this rhythm. Known because somewhere within you always understood it was meant to be like this. When you lean fully into it, your view of waiting will be permanently altered. You'll see that even the longest pauses are temporary when held by the one who keeps the clock. The tension of not yet will loosen its grip, replaced by trust in timing that lands with uncanny precision, teaching you to treat waiting not as waste, but as preparation that ripens the moment. What rises into sight won't be a single nod of validation, but a threshold into an entirely new expanse of the journey. A gateway carrying both proof of what was promised and a summons to walk deeper into its reality. Crossing it, you'll feel you're standing at the start of something that will keep opening, layer by layer, revealing textures and depth you hadn't imagined. This is not a door that cracks open to satisfy curiosity. It is an entry that changes the room itself, reshaping the environment so completely that even what used to feel ordinary takes on a fresh meaning. You won't just see evidence, you'll inhabit it, noticing how the space around you grows to match the size of what you're carrying. You'll move through opportunities that connect directly to this moment, each one tied by a thread you couldn't see before, but will recognize instantly once inside. The air will feel charged with purpose. Every exchange will carry the possibility of linking to the next turn in the plan. The people you meet here won't be random. They will carry keys you didn't know you lacked, unlocking parts of your path that remained hidden until this alignment. Some connections will be immediate and unmistakable. Others will reveal their weight with time. All of them will serve the larger road ahead, stitching together a network of meaning that confirms you're walking in the right direction. As you step deeper into this territory, you'll notice how your preparation made you ready to navigate without fear or fog. The landscape may be new, but it won't unsettle you, because every skill, every insight, and every ounce of endurance you developed is being called into practice now. The gravity of this moment won't sit like a burden. It will feel like the natural next step, what you were always meant to shoulder. That is why the timing is exact. The place you're entering could not have been held by a prior version of you. Before the refining, before the stretching, before the long seasons that taught you to trust beyond what you could see. Now, with each step, you'll carry a quiet awareness that this door was kept for you. Not out of favoritism, but because the road you walked was the only one that could bring you here fully ready. This space isn't merely for receiving. It is for building, for establishing, for planting seeds that will outgrow you. You'll feel a kind of responsibility that doesn't drain. It energizes, because you'll know you've been entrusted with something of lasting worth. Your yes will sound different here, less like effort to prove yourself, and more like agreement with a calling that fits your hands, your history, and your hope. As you move past the threshold, your vision will stretch. What once felt like a single arrival point will widen into a horizon that keeps reaching as you walk. Stagnation won't find room to settle, because you'll sense there's always more to uncover, more to shape, and more to step into. You'll no longer be in a season of merely holding on. You'll enter a season of active partnership, forming the reality you've stepped into with the tools, authority, and wisdom you've been given. This isn't the end of a story. It's the beginning of a chapter where pace quickens, reach expands, and impact deepens. Because you chose to move when the opening appeared. Though momentum will draw you further into the unfolding plan, it will be matched by a calm strength that steadies you, regardless of how quickly events begin to shift. The acceleration won't knock you off balance. The steps are arranged to fit your present capacity. Each stage will open in a way that you can fully grasp before the next arrives, without stalling the forward pull. In this flow, you'll watch provision appear at the exact moment it's needed, not earlier to tempt hoarding, not later to stir panic, but precisely when it will serve the purpose best, teaching you to trust a cadence that wastes nothing and delivers on time. The exactness of this timing will lift the urge to overthink or overreach, because you'll recognize that supply is bound to assignment. As you continue, the borders of what you thought possible will stretch, not through imagination alone, but through concrete outcomes meeting you again and again. These provisions won't merely cover immediate needs. They will frequently spill over, creating space for growth, influence, and generosity that passes what you've received to others. You'll see that abundance was never meant to be hoarded in fear of scarcity. It's designed to move through you, multiplying its effect far beyond what any one person could produce by effort alone. People will step into your path in this season who have been waiting for what you carry. Resources, yes, but also wisdom, steadiness, courage, and the distilled strength formed in your refining. What you offer them will open doors in their stories, just as others have been positioned to open doors in yours. This back and forth will knit a web of alignment wider than your sight. Each relationship, a deliberate beam in a structure being raised where few can see, yet all can feel. Even so, these relationships will not become your anchor. Your confidence will remain rooted in the certainty that you are walking in step with a design larger than your capacity to manage. Challenges will still appear, but you'll greet them with a new stance, responding rather than reacting, looking beyond surface disruption to the purpose it might be serving. When the tempo intensifies, you'll still sense firm ground beneath your feet, a reminder that nothing is outrunning the pace set by the one holding it together. This grounded awareness will release you from the need to clutch every detail, freeing you to focus on what you're meant to shape, influence, and guard right now. The deeper you move into this space, the clearer it becomes that the plan is not only about reaching destinations, but about becoming the kind of person who can carry influence without losing clarity or humility. That balance will sustain you as your reach stretches, and the ripple of your faithfulness touches lives you may never meet. Through all of this, a quiet insistence will hum within you. This is what you were made for, not as an endpoint, but as a living alignment with the purpose that has been drawing you forward from the start. The more you walk in it, the more natural it will feel, like stepping into a stride your soul already knew, even when your mind did not. What unfolds will do more than replace what was missing. It will awaken a deep, renovating hope that reshapes how you see every corner of your life. Evident forward motion will begin to rewrite the inner script formed by old disappointments, replacing it with a steady assurance that what has begun will not be reversed. As these changes settle, you'll revisit past seasons with fresh eyes, recognizing that even the barren stretches were laying groundwork for this precise hour. Connections between then and now will stand out like threads in a tapestry that only reveals its pattern from the right distance. Instead of regret, gratitude will rise as you see how every step, even the uncertain ones, fed the alignment you're now walking. The atmosphere around you will take on renewal, not as brief surges, but as a sustained state that deepens as you lean in. Your capacity to believe for greater things will expand naturally, no longer capped by the weight of repeated letdowns. Vision will draw you toward possibilities that once felt remote and now sit within reach. As vision enlarges, so will influence. Not through striving, but be transformation leaves evidence, and people are drawn to the stability and clarity it produces in you. In this environment, conversations will carry more substance, choices will travel farther, and small actions will ripple beyond measurement. People will seek you out not just for what you have, but for how you hold it, with a calm assurance that doesn't fracture under strain. This, too, is restoration. It is not only external provision, it is your identity being re-anchored in the truth of who you were made to be. The insecurities that once steered your decisions will lose their pull, replaced by a rootedness unmoved by shifting conditions. That inner steadiness will let you step into opportunities without fear of losing yourself, freeing you from the need to prove your worth. Your actions will be guided not by the chase for recognition, but by the clarity of your assignment. The way you regard challenges will shift. They will cease to appear as threats to your momentum and become the chisels that refine your capacity to hold what is being entrusted to you. Each obstacle you navigate in this season will add a new layer of resilience, allowing you to carry more without feeling weighed down. And as your ability expands, you'll see that this restoration was never intended to end with you. It was meant to overflow, creating room where others can be renewed as well. Your life will stand as living proof that what was fractured can be rebuilt stronger than before, and what lay dormant can awaken with greater fruit than it ever bore in the past. This kind of renewal does not thin with time. It deepens as it's lived, sustained by the same hand that initiated it. What is rising now will carry a permanence that anchors into your days, a steady reminder that the transformation you've entered cannot be undone. These are not cosmetic fixes or brief flashes of progress. They are foundational shifts that alter the ground beneath your feet. You'll sense that what is forming is neither fragile nor uncertain, but durable, able to withstand pressures that would once have rattled you. That enduring quality will bring a quiet peace that settles your spirit, taming the urgency that once made stillness difficult. You won't chase confirmation or hunt for signs to soothe your doubts. The simple reality of what's established will speak for itself every time you walk it out. This permanence will free you from the fear that it might be snatched away, because you'll understand it has been secured through a process no one else could control. You'll recognize that the struggle, delay, and refining weren't merely about readiness. They were also about building something so rooted that no external force could uproot it. As this truth settles, it will change how you move. Your choices will no longer be driven by anxiety about losing ground. They'll be shaped by confidence that you can build upon it without fear of collapse. From that security, you'll step boldly, creative, courageous, willing to explore terrain that once felt beyond reach. You'll find yourself saying yes to opportunities without the old caution that kept you on the margins. And you'll notice how this freedom lets you grow at a pace that feels both natural and unstoppable. The permanence of what's been set in place will also shape those around you. People will recognize that what you carry doesn't wobble, and they will gravitate toward that steadiness. Without striving, you'll become an example of what it looks like to live from unshakable grounding. Your influence won't shout. It will be steady, quiet, undeniable, like a constant light that keeps shining as seasons turn. Increasingly, this reality will guide how you invest time, energy, and resources. You won't be lured by distractions that drain you, because you'll discern what truly aligns with the life you're building. The clarity that comes with stability will help you decide with long horizon vision rather than short-term reaction. And as you do, outcomes will strengthen the foundation even more. In time, you'll look back and see this as the moment a life was not only restored, but secured, anchored so deeply that storms could sweep through without undoing the work. This isn't a brief relief. It's the establishment of a new normal, one that grows stronger as you remain aligned with the purpose that brought you here. As this permanence roots itself, you'll carry a settled knowing that what's been planted is for today and for every season yet to come. The haze that once dulled your sight will clear entirely, leaving you with visions so precise that choices can be made without second guessing. It will feel as though an unseen layer has been removed, revealing the path in its true outline for the first time. This clarity won't arrive by guesswork or timid testing. It will come with such unmistakable accuracy that you'll immediately know where to place your steps. You'll separate what's essential from what's noise, and former distractions will lose their grip. Even subtle pulls that used to nudge you off course will have nowhere to land, because the way forward will be too defined to confuse. With this sharpened vision will come a deeper decisiveness, making it simpler to commit fully to the direction you're walking without the residue of hesitation that once slowed you. As you move with this refined awareness, you'll watch each step linked to the next, forming a flow that lets momentum build naturally. The confusion that once sent you on detours will give way to a confident stride, grounded in the certainty that you're standing exactly where you're meant to be. Clarity will also transform how you receive and interpret guidance, both from the quiet within and from the circumstances unfolding around you. You'll spot the patterns in how doors open, and you'll stop spending energy chasing what doesn't align. There will be no need to force outcomes or manipulate situations to match your expectations, because what belongs to you will present itself unmistakably. As you walk in this alignment, progress will accelerate without feeling rushed. Each movement will be both intentional and right on time. This is not a passing flash of insight, but a sustained state of awareness, one that sharpens the longer you live in it. Over time, this clarity will shape more than your own path. It will inform how you steady others. Those wrestling to see their way will gravitate toward the composure and confidence you carry, sensing you're moving by a vision unclouded by doubt. Without trying to lead, you'll become a reference point, proof that it's possible to walk with precision without demanding that others mirror your steps. Your influence will work quietly, not by prescribing rotes, but by showing that certainty can coexist with humility, that assurance does not require noise, and that a life aligned can point without pushing. The deeper you lean into this clarity, the more it will safeguard you from being drawn into conflicts that are not yours, or from lifting weights you were never asked to bear. It will conserve your strength for what truly matters and keep your pace aligned with the larger work, not with the loudest distraction. In that stillness, you'll see that the removal of confusion wasn't merely to make the road smoother. It was to anchor you in an unwavering focus that holds steady regardless of what shifts around you. This focus won't narrow your world. It will sharpen your stewardship of time, attention, and energy, so your steps consistently serve the purpose at hand. When the appointed moment arrives, you will recognize it as the echo of something planted within you long before you had language for it. It will feel like the answer to a quiet request you almost forgot you made, a fulfillment so intertwined with your identity that it could only have come from the one who knows you entirely. That convergence of inner knowing and outer reality will dissolve the residue of doubt, because the fit will be too exact to dismiss. You'll remember earlier seasons when this felt remote, even implausible, and you'll see how every thin thread of hope you kept alive has drawn you to this threshold. The harmony between what you once sensed and what you now witness won't be vague or partial. It will be precise, leaving you certain it was always set aside for you. From that certainty will rise a quiet, immovable trust that doesn't wobble when questioned or tested. It will settle so deeply that it changes your posture. You will move without the constant need for external affirmation. As the recognition roots itself, you'll see how small, nearly overlooked confirmations along the way trained you to spot this larger one. Nothing was wasted. Even faint impressions and subtle nudges were stitching this connection together. This recognition will heighten your sensitivity to inner signals, enabling you to respond with greater confidence going forward. It will also shield you from being swayed by appearances that sparkle yet fail to align, because you'll know the difference between what merely looks right and what actually belongs to you. That discernment will inform every step from here, keeping you true to the path and strengthening your resolve to wait for the right thing rather than settling for what is almost right. Your patience will become purposeful, your no as meaningful as your yes. You'll also notice that this alignment produces a kind of rest, even as your pace advances. The strain of uncertainty replaced by the ease that comes from knowing you stand precisely where you're meant to be. This rest won't dull your drive, it will fuel it, giving you strength to engage fully without fear of misstep. What begins as a moment will expand into a way of walking, a sustained harmony between inner voice and outward steps. As you continue in it, others will notice the clarity and assurance you carry. Some will be stirred to seek the same for themselves. In this way, your recognition becomes seed, planting in others the possibility of their own alignment. What is unfolding now will not stop with you. It will extend far beyond your immediate reach. The shift underway will send out ripples to places you may never see, influencing outcomes that will unfold long after this moment passes. That is because the alignment being established carries generational weight. It is not simply an answer to your requests, but the beginning of a sequence that will benefit others in ways only time can reveal. Provision, opportunity, and access are arriving with overflow in mind, designed to spill beyond the boundaries of your personal story. Some of the lives affected are already within your circle. Others will arrive later, drawn by what they perceive changing in you. This influence won't come from strategy or image management. It will happen naturally as the evidence of transformation becomes visible. Without chasing attention, you'll find that your steadiness and clarity awaken possibility in those who had quietly resigned themselves to less. Even skeptics will be moved by tangible change. They won't just hear reports. They'll see it in the way you choose, move, and speak. This is why the unfolding has carried such precision. It was never designed solely for your personal uplift, but for a wider purpose that includes those who have been quietly watching, waiting for evidence that hope still holds. Your progress will make their steps lighter. The ground you are breaking will smooth the way for others to walk with fewer obstacles, because the resistance you faced is being cleared ahead of them. What was grueling for you will become more accessible for those who follow, not because their path will lack difficulty, but because your obedience has dismantled barriers that once blocked the way. You may never map the full extent of the doors that open for others because you chose to keep moving. Yet those doors will stand nonetheless, silent proof that faithfulness multiplies beyond sight. As glimpses of these outcomes begin to appear, you'll sense a deeper form of responsibility, not a heavy strain, but an honoring of the trust placed in you to carry this moment well. You'll understand that how you respond now will shape more than your own future. It will leave a mark that outlives you. This is why the timing, the process, and even the waiting have been exact, because the impact is meant to extend past the moment. Your attention will shift from short-term gain to lasting fruit, the kind that continues bearing long after the first breakthrough. With that awareness, you'll guard what's been entrusted to you with deliberate care, choosing not just for personal advancement, but for those who will walk this road after you. In this way, the unfolding becomes more than private victory. It becomes legacy, a living testament that one life aligned with true purpose can shape far more than the person living it. Every resource needed for the path ahead is already moving in your direction. Even if the full pattern is still hidden, supply will arrive from multiple streams, some predictable, others completely unexpected, each piece showing up at the exact time required to sustain and advance the work in your hands. This is not surplus meant to stagnate on shelves. It is precise provision fitted to the stage you are in while preparing you for the stage to come. You'll notice how material help, relationships, and openings do not land at random. They connect directly to the next steps you are about to take. They won't only solve immediate needs, they will strengthen the base for what follows, confirming with each arrival that you are moving in step with purpose rather than striving to manufacture outcomes. This intentional flow will help you discern what is truly yours and what is distraction. At times, the timing will feel almost implausibly accurate, arriving just as a new challenge or responsibility presents itself. In those moments, remember that the source of your momentum has never been frantic effort. It has been alignment. The provision will carry ease of access. You won't have to force doors or manipulate conditions to receive it. It will come as a natural extension of the road you're already walking. That ease won't make you passive. It will free your energy for the work itself, so you're building, planting, and guiding rather than constantly scrambling to secure what's needed. Some of this supply will move through people positioned to help in ways they don't fully realize. Some will arrive through doors swinging open without warning, creating channels you couldn't have predicted. At other times, the answer will arrive softly enough that you might overlook it if you weren't attentive. But as you learn the cadence, you'll recognize it faster. Your trust in the process will deepen, and stepping forward will feel simpler, even when the view ahead is incomplete. This flow won't merely sustain, it will expand your capacity, enabling you to shoulder assignments that once felt beyond reach, to give generously, to lift others, and to invest in work with long vision. Generosity will not diminish you. It will strengthen the very pathways through which provision moves, keeping the flow open and alive. Looking back, you'll see that disappointments were actually decisive intersections, redirections that kept you from building in places too weak to hold what you carry now. Meetings you thought were chance will take on new meaning, showing that even delays and detours were protective covers. Past conversations, sudden closures, and unwelcome shifts will reveal themselves as essential turns, ensuring you arrived here without entanglements that would have complicated what is unfolding. Instead of regret, gratitude will rise. You'll recognize that if things had gone the way you once wanted, the stability you now possess could not have formed. This insight will reshape how you face the future. You'll release the urge to control outcomes, not from apathy, but from having witnessed the wisdom of being guided rather than forcing the map. This posture will bring deeper peace into your daily rhythm, Even when you misread a sign or misjudge a turn, you'll know you were still being moved toward what was right for you. The weight of regret will lift, replaced by expectancy about how today's challenges might one day prove to be covered bridges to greater ground. You'll become more open to abrupt course changes, seeing them not as setbacks, but as strategic positioning. That openness will help you adapt quickly, pivot without fear, and recognize possibilities others miss. Opportunities will find you because willingness to move with purpose draws you to the right place at the right time. The path ahead will continue to form in this way, not through rigid loyalty to a plan drafted in isolation, but through a living partnership with the guidance that has carried you from the start. Even when you cannot trace every reason for where you're being led, you'll rest in the assurance that the journey is shaping something better than you could have arranged alone. This perspective won't merely keep you moving, it will strengthen your voice for others. You'll offer steady encouragement born from lived experience, reminding them that the dispersed pieces of their story, even those that feel mismatched, can be gathered into alignment at the appointed time. The era you're entering will no longer revolve around whether things are possible, but around the certainty of fulfillment. With that certainty comes a new stance in how you act. The hesitations that once made you overweigh every decision will fade, replaced by readiness to move when direction is clear. This decisiveness won't be careless or rushed. It will be deliberate, rooted in the understanding that when the path is prepared, delay can cost as much as breaking ahead of schedule. You'll feel inner agreement that makes decisive action natural, as if your choices are simple continuations of the clarity already within you. This change will let you engage opportunities with confidence, free from the shadow of second guessing. Your sense of timing will sharpen, knowing when to advance, when to pause, and when to let something pass without forcing it. That discernment will guard you from needless battles, keeping your effort concentrated where it yields true return. Progress will not only remain steady, it will compound, each faithful step creating conditions for the next to unfold with greater ease. Influence will increase without becoming a burden. It will rest lightly because it's carried in alignment rather than in performance. Others will notice, not merely the outcomes, but the peace with which you reach them. You'll speak into lives searching for direction, not with shortcuts, but with perspective earned by walking the long road to stability. What is surfacing now is only the first wave of a far larger release, an early sign that much more is advancing. This initial movement isn't meant to fill you completely. It positions you for the continued unveiling of what has been prepared. With each step, more of the unseen work will become visible, and with each reveal will come fresh strength to carry it. The pace will be steady enough to manage, yet swift enough to keep anticipation alive. There will be no stagnation. Each moment will carry something new, an opening, an insight, a relationship that builds on the last. The pieces will fit together with a precision that feels almost mathematical, each detail serving the larger picture and reinforcing your trust in a process that wastes nothing. Even when the next step arrives unexpectedly, inner stability will let you receive it without scrambling, because you'll know none of this is random. What you're being shown now isn't intended to remain private comfort. It's a catalyst for decisive movement. The sign won't only confirm where you stand, it will summon you forward, urging you to step into what's prepared without hesitation. The direction will be unmistakable, and the urgency will carry purpose. Lingering indecision would be costly. You'll feel the pull to respond immediately, not from fear of missing out, but from the sober awareness that this window was fashioned for this exact hour and will not hold forever. The clarity of this call will quiet competing voices. Inner conviction will outweigh opinion. You won't need to justify your movement. The evidence will emerge in the unfolding that follows obedience. Courage will be required, not bravado, but the strength that comes from alignment with something larger than yourself. As you act, doors will unlock, and resources will converge in ways you couldn't have orchestrated. The pace will quicken, and choices will matter, building momentum that carries forward into stages you can't yet see. Steps will seem to rise to meet your feet. Path will appear as you walk, piece by piece, and peace will steady you even as acceleration increases. Distractions will fall away, and with each faithful action, the horizon will widen until, looking back, you'll recognize this as the turning where movement replaced waiting and the flow became impossible to slow. The distractions that once fogged your attention will lose all sway, as if their hold snapped and their pull dissolved in an instant. It won't fade gradually. It will feel like a decisive clearing, a shift so sharp you can no longer be lured into cycles that don't serve the road ahead. Pressures born of other people's urgencies will stop feeling urgent to you. The clarity of your direction will act like a sieve, revealing at once what is essential and what is only noise trying to sound important. With this new sharpness, you'll invest energy only where it yields lasting impact. Conversations, commitments, and pursuits aligned with your calling will feel alive. Anything outside that alignment will register as heavy and unnecessary. Decisions will come easier. You'll step away from what once consumed your time simply because you now see how little it contributes to the unfolding before you. This isn't severing yourself from people or closing doors. It's creating the space needed for what truly matters to grow without constant interference. So your yes can stay powerful and your no can stay clean. In this refined space, your thinking will clear, your steps will become more intentional, and progress will flow without the detours that used to drain you. The absence of clutter will make room for fresh insight and creativity, and solutions that once hid in the periphery will move into view. You'll stop scattering yourself across a dozen directions and start moving with concentrated purpose. Mental weight will lift, and with it your energy will renew, enough to approach each assignment with focus and excellence that feels sustainable rather than strained. This concentration will heighten discernment. You'll catch quickly when something dresses itself up as urgent, but exists only to slow your momentum. The more you guard this clarity, the more your pace will compound, each action setting up the next so naturally that backward pull loses leverage. As you release what no longer fits, you won't end up with less. You'll recover capacity for greater things to take root. Capacity measured not just in resources, but in alignment, peace, and genuine fulfillment that feeds rather than depletes. This is a season in which your attention becomes one of your strongest assets. As you protect it, you'll watch the work take shape without needless detours. The simplicity of focus won't confine you. It will empower you to accomplish more than you imagined, precisely because every step points at what truly matters. You'll discover that pruning distraction is not about scarcity. It's about channeling power, turning scattered effort into a steady current that moves you farther with less strain. As you continue in this refined flow, people who once dismissed or overlooked you will face undeniable results that speak louder than argument. You won't be trying to prove anything. Steady outcomes will do the speaking. Some will watch in thoughtful silence. Some will grow curious. A few may seek reconnection as new understanding dawns. Their reactions won't steer you because validation will no longer be your engine. Instead, their shifting perception will simply confirm what obedience has been building all along. This visibility will do more than acknowledge your progress, settle the resignation of those who quietly gave up on change. Your life will become lived evidence that closed chapters can be revisited, and that what seemed impossible can take shape in time. The influence will ripple outward without your trying to orchestrate it, subtle, steady, and persistent, moving hearts to consider again what they thought was no longer possible. Some will come closer, asking how such a turn became real. These moments won't be stages for self-promotion. They'll be chances to point to the source and to the alignment that shaped the journey. Your story will carry weight not because of spectacle, but because of accumulation. Faithful, unflashy steps stacking into something unmistakable. The authority you carry will be quiet, but it will be recognized in the fruit. With increased visibility will come invitations to unfamiliar rooms and wider platforms. You won't have sought them, yet you'll see their strategic value when they arrive. Even as the doors open, you'll remain grounded, stewarding each space with integrity and intention. You'll remember that visibility isn't the goal, faithfulness is, and that platforms are tools, not identities. The steady rhythm that brought you here won't change because eyes are watching. Consistency will speak for you, proving this isn't a brief surge, but a sustained movement that opinion cannot diminish. That consistency will birth a quiet authority, presence that communicates before words do. It will open doors effort could never pry loose, and it will keep you from chasing what isn't yours. You'll walk through what aligns, and you'll let the rest pass without strain. The more you trust that pace, the freer you'll be to pour strength where it returns multiplied, into people, projects, and seeds meant to outlast the moment. The peace surrounding you in this stage won't be delicate. It will settle like a steady climate, shaping how you think, speak, and act. It won't appear because life lacks challenge. It will hold because your interior is no longer dictated by external shifts. This peace will become quiet strength, a shield against panic and confusion. Where others feel rushed, you'll remain composed, and your composure will create room for clarity to surface, for solutions to be seen, and for trust to take root in those around you. As that peace deepens, your decisions will sharpen. You won't move from urgency. You'll move with deliberate precision, weighing options against the clear direction within. You'll avoid unnecessary battles and give your best energy to work that truly advances the purpose at hand. Your discernment will tell you when to engage immediately and when to let a matter unfold in time, conserving strength for the points of greatest return. The rhythm of your life will shift from constant reaction to intentional movement toward long aims. New opportunities will still appear, but you'll evaluate them without pressure, understanding that what is right will remain until the moment to act arrives. This way of moving will draw people to your counsel, not only for insight, but for the calm clarity you bring. Over time, that atmosphere of peace will become part of your name, something people expect when you enter the room. It will shape how they trust you and how they receive from you, and it will keep shaping you as the circle of your work widens. My beloved child, this is not where our time ends. What you have received today was only a glimpse of the healing, the freedom, and the peace I long to give you. Each time you return here, I will meet you again with fresh words, new strength, and deeper truth for your life. Do not let this be the last time. Come back often. Stay close, for every message holds a key, and the next may be the very one that unlocks the door you've been praying to walk through. So subscribe, return, and expect me to speak. Again and again, I will be here, waiting for you. Amen.